everyone. My name is Salvaje, and I'm here with Jazzalene, and we are bringing you our first ever Wild Report, a weekly show where we will be recapping all the hottest Heroes of the Storm news, tea, and everything in between. How you doing today, Jazzy?
Fantastic, Self. We've had quite a wild week leading up to the start of Heroes Hearth CCL, so let's jump right into it. First off, CCL had their roster reveal video on Friday where we got to see some of the players' power rankings of teams. I couldn't help but notice that Granite had Diamond Hands and WildHeart at the bottom of their list. Seems like they have no idea what's going on over in NA and they might be in for some nasty surprises.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Why everyone is always underestimating WildHeart? Zerg does his turkey call one time, and now no one wants us to win. And also this week, WildHeart had two major announcements. We have officially launched our own website that will have CCL news, WildHeart events, and even the Whisper Files. Ooh! Along with our website, we announced that we will be hosting a pre-game party during the Heroes Hearth CCL LAN event at the Fair on 4 in Mall of America. There will be axe throwing, go-karts, and fair-themed food and drinks. So be sure to RSVP right on our website that's going to be linked in the description below. With that out of the way, let's move on to some more CCL news.
Alright, Self, spoilers ahead for those of you that haven't seen the games from this last weekend. Heroes Hearth CCL kicked off the season with Oxygen taking the win over Chili Mountain in a 3-0 fashion. Followed up, Diamond Hands defeated Granite Gaming 3-1. Looks like those nasty surprises are already here. The Granite power ranking list already needs to be reevaluated because they just got their butts kicked by the 7th place team. After the series concluded, Diamond Hands was quick to drop the memes on Twitter with this. We did 3-1 versus Granite Gaming. Great games and well played, but looks like the new blood is getting somewhere.
Ooh, I love these kinds of memes. What do you think about these kind of memes, Jazzy?
Oh, I love it as well. I think that this kind of back and forth between orgs creates a storyline, a narrative, something for our viewers to like sink their teeth into, get behind these orgs, start cheering them on, and create these rivalries within the scene here. There's just so much more than just like showing up for the games when things like this is happening outside of it.
You could have said it better than myself. Continuing the CCL weekend, on Sunday we kicked things off with Storm versus 30K. In an exciting series, Storm brought 30K to Game 4, but in the end, 30K walked away with a 3-1 victory. Up next, WildHeart Esports took the stage to face off against Simplicity. WildHeart absolutely dominated the series, walking away with a 3-0 victory over Simplicity. Ivy Tings and Haven are looking right at home with this roster already. Take a look at these moments from their game on Sky Temple.
Steps up to her. I'm going out.
Maybe split.
Split slow.
I have MC.
Nice.
MC on that.
Yeah.
Tychus.
Time close.
Nice. Can I look MC
Yeah, you
over the
can look.
wall?
You
Wait.
can look.
That's fine. Oh, I got him. Nice.
I don't think it's worth it.
Can we look Hogger maybe?
Okay.
I have this soon. There's a mouth here.
MC.
I'm not there. Tychus is bot.
Nice.
WildHeart is looking real clean. What did you say, Jazzy?
Yeah, their synergy is showing already, even with just a few weeks of playing together.
Absolutely. Up next, we have the Meet the Team segment with Jazzalene, who will be joined by the one and only Goon. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Hello and welcome to the Wild Reports Meet the Team segment. This week we'll be sitting down with Goon, the founder and CEO of WildHeart Esports, to get to know a little bit about him and WildHeart. So Goon, simple question, where did you get your start in HOTS?
Back in the day, I can't remember if it was like alpha or beta. It was a closed. It was a closed. I had to get a key in order to play the game, and one of my buddies at the time had several, and he was a big WoW gamer and stuff. He was like, "Hey, you should play this game. I got some keys. Check it out." And I was like, "I'm not really big into these MOBA deals. I had tried League of Legends, but I gave it a shot anyways. I saw that Zeratul was in the game, and Jim Raynor, StarCraft. I liked StarCraft growing up and playing it. I'll get to play these characters. I'll give it a shot. And yeah, I got in, started playing it, and they stopped playing. I kept playing, and the rest is history.
Now, you were involved with HGC stuff back in the day a little bit. What exactly gave you the faith to jump back into Heroes of the Storm after HGC was canceled?
You know, I wouldn't say I really left Heroes of the Storm. I kind of just I toned it down a bit. I toned down how much I was doing with Heroes of the Storm. I was playing very casually, whenever I could, and just kind of I removed a lot of emotional attachment to the game and all that stuff. So when when you say, where do I get the faith? I wouldn't call it faith. I would just call it enjoyment, enthusiasm. It's just like I enjoy the game. I enjoy talking about the game. I enjoy playing the game. I enjoy friends and just it's fun. It's a fun game, and to me, because it's fun, I'm willing to kind of just do other fun stuff associated with the game, and bring in other people that want to have fun with it. And that's kind of how I look at it. I don't necessarily. I'm not looking at this big end goal with HOTS or anything like that. We're just doing it because it's fun.
WildHeart Esports has grown quite a bit since season 1 of CCL. You brought on a lot of people to help you run the org and stuff. So, as the founder and CEO of WildHeart Esports, what is it that you exactly do these days?
I touch a lot of grass these days, unironically. I spend a lot of time working, IRL for sure, and provide. At the end of the day, I feel like hey, I got WildHeart. I started WildHeart, got it into CCL, kind of had the ideas, shared it with some people, and brought those people on to kind of bring in their ideas, their flavor, their way of doing things, incorporating that with my general idea, and kind of just allowing them to do whatever it is that they think is going to allow WildHeart to grow. I just provide the space and the opportunity for people to do their thing. That's what I'm doing these days, and playing, and still flaming and gassing.
Now, speaking of growth, WildHeart's been putting a lot of effort into the community. We've been doing watch parties, movie nights, game nights. Tom's been a thing. How important is community engagement to you and WildHeart as an org?
Community engagement, when you say it like that, it's almost like, ugh, it sounds kind of, the metrics and the, engagements, whatever. And at the end of the day, it's none of that. Without anybody being involved, without people to talk to about life, the game, other games, whatever the case may be, like, none of this happens without the fans, without the community being a part of everything that we're doing. What are we doing here?
We're now into season 4 of CCL. What do you hope to achieve with WildHeart going forward, not just in CCL but outside of it as well?
Yeah, obviously going to the LAN and winning is something that I would like to achieve with WildHeart, have the players achieve and everybody involved. That's the dream. Like, yeah, we won something, but also more importantly, kind of branching out into other things, other aspects of life and esports as well. I want to be able to incorporate gaming and the outdoors in a way that's fun, it's engaging, and it's meaningful, and not only run LAN events and things like that, or those kinds of gaming events, but also be able to kind of maybe host or guide people on guided hikes and things like that, getting people outside and exploring the natural world around them, and providing opportunities for people to do that. Not everybody has the means to be able to go and travel to a place to go check out some mountains or the oceans and stuff like that. And somehow, in the future, if I can create something that allows people to, hey, don't worry about those means, we'll take care of it, just come out and experience this, and get a new perspective, new horizon, then I want to do that.
All right, one last question for you here. Maybe get a little peek into the mind of Goon. If you could recommend a song, a book, or show or movie that has had an impact on your life, what would it be and why?
Forrest Gump, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not only was he's sitting on a bench telling a story. If you haven't seen the spoiler, he's sitting on a bench telling stories. That was filmed in the town that I grew up in, actually, and I actually live in Alabama now, where the movie's setting. But it's a story about a guy who's just living his life. He's just doing things because he finds joy. He's just doing things, and it leads him down this random, I say random in quotations, these random paths that they all kind of connect together, and he's just living his life, and things are falling into place, things are being removed, etc., etc. But it's a beautiful kind of random mess of things. And at the end of the day, the only thing that's constant is love, whether that's for people or for the things that he's doing. And that resonates really strong inside of me. And, no matter what it is that I find myself doing, whether that was in college, when I was in the military, forestry, and now what I'm doing now, esports. At the end of the day, I've loved all of the experiences that I've had, and I've loved the people along the way. And I think the connection with people is super important. And I think that movie does a really good job at highlighting that.
All right, well, that's going to be it for the Wild Reports Meet the Team segment this week. Next week, we'll have a new special guest on, so be sure to tune in.
Maybe we should have a Forrest Gump watch party. I'll make note of that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's Meet the Team segment. Now, let's talk a little bit about this upcoming week. If you're looking for something other than Heroes of the Storm, we've got just the thing for you. Come join us tomorrow, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Episode 5 of the Paramount Plus Halo series, with Halo Infinite shenanigans happening right after. It's going to be a fun time, and we hope to see you there.
And of course, we can't forget that WildHeart is playing an upcoming match this Saturday against Oxygen Esports. This should be an interesting matchup. This is two mid-tier teams according to players' power rankings. But with Oxygen being an EU team and WildHeart being an NA team, these players don't really get to compete against each other very often. It'll be interesting to see how the two teams compare. You can catch the official broadcast on the Wisdom channel or on Grubby's channel. Or, if you're interested, you can catch Goon and I casting all of the matches this weekend over at twitch.tv/Jazzalene. Matches start at 2 p.m. Eastern, and that's all we have for this week's Wild Report. We'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.